morning, everyone, and greetings from Dallas, Texas, where today we're here at the Texas State Fair. I go by the legend. I'm joined by my wonderful girlfriend, Molly. And in this video here, we're going to show you off everything the fair has to offer, from the wild fair rides to Molly's favorite, the crazy fried fair food. And there's lots of exhibits and other things to explore here at the fair. Let's go check things out. So let's talk about some of those crazy fair rides and start off here at Evolution.
We're waiting just for you now.
As these are pretty rare rides. There's a larger version of this ride at Six Flags St. Louis, and that's the only one I know that's in the entire country. But it's pretty wacky looking. All right, let's see what other rides are on offer here at the State Fair. Here you can see the Windsurf, which is not a super common ride type anymore. A lot of these topspin style rides have gotten removed from various parts, but they do. Oh no, you get soaked. Oh yeah, I think it narrowly avoided soaking there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did not know there was going to be a water feature like that. No. That would freak me out. I do not like getting soaked. All right, let's see if it's going to do some flips this time. It's going up. And, yep. There's some flips. For me, one thing that makes the Texas State Fair really unique is that they have a selection of rides that are here year-round, including this observation tower here, which is by far the tallest ride in the State Fair. That gets pretty high up there. Hundreds of feet. This is a ride I really enjoy, known here as Magnum. It's a shake-style ride made by Mondial, and it's kind of a unique sensation. I love the big, like, dancing soda can in the middle of it as well. I like those rides a lot. Here goes Air Max. That looks pretty dizzying. Also probably looks amazing at night. What I love is if you look in the background, you've got Band-Aid version of Nelly, and then I'm pretty sure that's Nicolas Cage in Con Air.
Yeah, no, that's definitely Nicolas Cage. Push your safety bar all the way up. Watch your step.
Like, what? Whose idea was this? Like, all right, on one side we're gonna put Sexy Lady on a pole. Then we're gonna have Nelly, Zeus, Space Lady, and Nicolas Cage in Con Air.
Have your tickets ready, please.
Really fun-looking midway ride here, known as the Flipper. This is another one that is, not super common. I don't think I've seen this anywhere but the Texas State Fair.
No, brand new ride for me.
Yeah, it looks pretty dizzying. And then I love stuff like this. They have not only a slide, but a super slide. Look at how big that slide is. Here we have another ride not seen at many fairs, and that is the Raker, a big spinning disc style ride. Very shiny, and it fits a ton of people on it. I'm not sure how dizzying this one would be compared to some of the other ones at the fair. I would guess not bad, but I bet at night the lighting package with that background is probably fantastic. Also, I love that the Texas State Fair, for their height sticks, they use big text. Here's a ride I have been on, known as Air Max, and these are pretty fun. It's a little bit dizzying, but it's a very modern ride. And it gets up high, it goes all the way over the top. And I like these kind of anything with a spinning pendulum style ride, I think are really fun. Here you can see the Crazy Mouse roller coaster, which is a very popular model of roller coaster in a spinning wild mouse. So you don't spin when you're up top like that person, but when you're down below, you do spin with up to 4 of your buddies. These people are going to go through my favorite part right there with a little bunny hop while you're spinning.
What are the cars supposed to be? It's a face, but I don't know.
It looks like a mouse face and a barrel on the back.
Okay. So combined of a barrel and a mouse.
Yep.
Okay.
Another permanent ride here is the Carousel. A very nice looking, very classical carousel. I love kind of like the jester type faces on the top. But yeah, that is a very classic carousel. Gotta be one of the more nauseating rides here at the fair. This is known as Technopower. You spin and spin, and you spin very, very quickly. Definitely if you're a thrill seeker and a spinny fan, This would be your go-to, I think.
I think so.
Now the easiest way to get from one end of the Texas State Fair to the other, take the Skyway. Yes, it's a full-size gondola system that exists here at the Texas State Fair. That will take you from one side of the park to the other. I'm here on a Tuesday, which is kind of a discount day, so the ride on the Sky Ride, only 3 tickets. And if it looks familiar, it's very similar to the Skyliner system that is at Walt Disney World. Easily the best roller coaster at the fair is this one here, known as the Windstorm, and it's a pretty fun ride. Now, if you're native to the Dallas area, this exact same ride exists at Six Flags Over Texas. It's known as Runaway Mountain. And that's my favorite element on the entire ride. That kind of under dive there. Now, I think it's going to be made by a different manufacturer over Texas, but it is the exact same kind of like ride path. I absolutely love this fun house here. This is a very, very whimsical looking fun house. I'm not sure how great it would be on the inside, but on the outside, it looks absolutely fantastic. Also like that probably a neon sign at night. It's kind of like a Mr. Toad car. And then what on earth is this thing?
He's creepy.
That'll haunt your nightmares. What might be the most interesting permanent ride here at the fair, they've got a full-size log flume, kind of right in the middle of the rides area. And they got some interesting elements as well. They got a tunnel with flashing LED lights. They've got a seating area where you can eat your fair food and then watch the flume through a wall of fountains. That big spinning pendulum ride there, it is known as the Beast, and it's one of my favorite fair rides. These things are so much fun. I love the giant New York funhouse here. Like, look at the LEDs on the spinning tunnel.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And they've got like the, it very much sounds like the, kind of like the Saturday Night Live announcer talking. Yeah. But that's very fun. And I love this over here. Molly, what would be your excitement level to go on the Storm here?
-10.
There's so much spinning.
Yeah,
the whole thing
like
spins. The thing with 2 of them on it spins, and then your other thing spins.
Yeah, too much spinning.
Another fun fair ride here. They call it the Skyliner at this fair, which is more typically known as like a Starflyer ride. Probably a good 100 feet tall, swinging around in a chair. Gotta be the scariest as well as the most expensive ride at the fair. The slingshot here is $35 a person. You can see the springs being stretched out over there. Getting ready to send 2 people in this ball flying into the air 200 feet. Should be getting it, and there they go. Here you can see another very expensive ride at the fair. The Skyscraper here is going to run $35 a person. But at the same time, like, it runs pretty fast. Also, you got to think that you're on the end of that extendo arm. Now, if you thought Cedar Point was the only park in the country with an Iron Dragon roller coaster, the Texas State Fair says nay nay, as they also have a roller coaster entitled Iron Dragon. Not nearly as cool as the one at Cedar Point, but I do really like the paint scheme on the cars, as each car is done up like a little dragon. That's really neat. The Big Bamboo is a fantastic looking tropical funhouse, complete with waterfall, tropical scenery, a boat. 2 more fairground classics over here. You got the Flying Bombs finishing up on the left, and then Downdraft, which spins around and then the arms extend up and down. This one's called 360-degree Helix. As you can see, it spins upside down. Now, normally helixes on roller coasters are kind of like a horizontal spin, and probably more fun than this ride. It does look great. I love the lighting package, though. Now, there's a lot of permanent many rides here at the fair, but my favorite is probably Scary Park, the classic dark ride haunted house with a crazy exterior, singing characters, and I love the classic dark ride, and this is a very classic dark ride. This ride here is called Love Bugs. It's a classic Himalaya ride with a giant horn. Different spinning rides over here. You've got the classic Tilt-A-Whirl, the Tornado, which you actually spin yourself. And then down at the end, it's a ride called Beach Party, and that looks pretty fun. That I believe it's kind of a version of the Waltzer that's very popular over in the UK. And then you can see the Tilt-A-Whirl one's at a good clip. Like that's moving.
Very glittery.
Yes. Here you can see the Magic Maze, which is a glass house on the bottom, and some funny mirrors on top. Now let's take a walk through Big Texas Kidsway, which is where they have all the kids rides at the park, including their own mini Himalaya ride, which is adorable, known as the Beetle Bobs. You do have a traditional Wacky Worm layout roller coaster over here with a dog on the front of it. I like the little kids bumper cars. Those are really cute. And you've got a nice looking fun house. These are fun because they have the inflatable side and the big slide at the end. Oh man, those are cool looking bumper cars. There are a lot of rides for kids. Over here you can see a fun looking swinging ship, very like Dr. Zeusian. And then a little airplane ride. But look at the bumper cars. Those are really cool bumper cars.
Look at that driver go! He's found the groove, racing to the checkered flag.
You got the Kite Flyer over here, which is a flat ride where you lay down and pretend to be hang gliding. Man, the light job on the Puppy Express roller coaster is really nice. That is and I love the lead car on it as well. I'm gonna wait for that to come around here. It's a little wiener dog wearing glasses. And if you go this way, you get the Dragon Wagon. So there's multiple kids roller coasters here, in addition to all the adult roller coasters. Oh, you know what? That makes a ton of sense to have at the Texas State Fair. There's a kids ride where you can ride in a tractor. That makes a ton of sense.
That does.
Over here you got Spinning Bears, which is a kind of staple at most fairs, whether they be bears or dragons or anything like that. You got a Mirror Maze Funhouse kind of thing. Do love the artwork and detail on some of these facades they got for the funhouses.
You ready?
And we're gonna go past that tractor ride.
Are you ready to beat it?
And then you got a couple more over here, a little kid's swing ride. And we're kind of out of the kids midway area, but there are a couple more kids rides. Like this is really cute, a Daytona 500 themed little kids car ride. I like that one. That one's really cool. Right next to a booth where you can buy fried deviled eggs. And you do have a couple final kids rides here, including the smallest kids roller coaster you will ever see anywhere.
Yeah, that's really top.
The Choo Choo Express, filled with all sorts of not minions in the background. Looks like it has a vertical drop of about 2.5 feet.
If that.
Yeah, if that. But hey, I mean, that might be a lot of kids' very first roller coaster. This one's cool. Look at the Hog Rally, where you get to ride on little motorcycles.
Yeah, that's cool.
That one's cool, and then you finish it out with the spinning balloon ride. And that's the kids area. Got a couple different rides here. You got the Haunted Castle, a double level haunted house attraction, dark ride kind of thing. You've got this kids house with like anything kids might like, from Lego to Spider-Man, Minions, Iron Man, the Transformers, Jurassic Park, all on the outside. And then one of the grandest rides at all of the State Fair, the massive permanent Ferris wheel, which gives you an amazing view of the fair and the downtown skyline. Lone Star Scooter is a very large traveling bumper car kind of attraction. And also, I didn't catch it on camera earlier, they do have a Gravitron on the other side. Right by the Cotton Bowl, you do have another couple of classic flat rides here. The Swinging Ship, the Swings, and the Roundup. So in this next segment of the video, it's all about the fair food. And we're excited. We're here in the food court area.
I love food.
Yes. They do a great job on their website showing you all the new food that you can eat, all of the award winners. And then we're in the main food court area where there's tons and tons of booths.
And it smells amazing in here.
Oh, it does. And you can see the winners from previous years. All right, let's go get to eating. All right, this one's very, very Texas. You got Texas Nachos. So much so that the chips, the tortilla chips, are in the shape of Texas. That is fantastic. More wild food here at this booth is Helmet Strudel. They got big giant strudels, which look great. But then look at those deep fried Halloween. 15 coupons, and it's this giant cacophony of snacks. All right, it's time to let the culinary adventure begin. Our first stop here is the Southern Fried Chicken booth, where we got something really interesting. It is a fried chicken Alfredo ball.
Apparently it was a finalist for 2019 fair here.
Yes, it was 15 coupons.
Yes.
Now, when I'm talking about coupons, every coupon is $1. You buy the coupons as you enter the fair, as you're walking around the fair. So you don't pay for things in like cash or credit cards. Here's a look at that deep fried chicken Alfredo, and it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It is noodles and chicken, sort of wrapped together in some sort of like a coating, and then covered in Alfredo sauce and Parmesan cheese. It is delicious.
It's really good Alfredo sauce.
All right, it does not get much more state fair than this. We're at Hand Tossed Pizza by the Slice, and we ordered the funnel cake bacon queso burger for 13 coupons.
It looks like it won everything in 2017.
Yeah. And here we go. It looks very much like it does in the picture.
Oh yeah.
Funnel cake, bacon, powdered sugar, queso cheese, more funnel cake, some seasoning. Let's go. All right, so this is another one I really enjoy. There is so much flavor in all the different layers in this thing. And it's just a really fun fair snack.
I love the sweet flavor that it gives because of the funnel cake.
Yeah. And the cheese is really good.
It's good queso cheese.
Right by the Old Mill Inn, which is an indoor restaurant with food, wine, and cocktails, is the Old Mill Patio, home to the value hot dog. $2 for a hot dog.
Which is a value.
But look at that mascot. He's fantastic. The mustard makes a money sign on his chest. Pretty cool booth here for Sutter's State Fair Saltwater Taffy. You can see the taffy pole through the window there. And they have like all their different fairs they go to. So they go to the Indiana State Fair, the State Fair of Texas, obviously, the Illinois State Fair. And then you got the old-timey wrapping machine. That stuff's so cool. Here at Pearly's Southern Kitchen, they got some weird stuff. Deep fried potato salad, deep fried red beans and rice. Very innovative over here. So we're now over by Bert's, which has some really interesting stuff. Texas fried pecan pie, fried cheesecake, lucky duck dumplings, and what we're gonna go for, the fried Frito pies.
Which is the winner of the best of the best winner of 2021.
I think it was 2020.
2020, yes, you're right.
When they did that drive-through fair last year.
Yes.
And here's what our fried Frito pie bites look like. These guys ran 8 coupons. All right, that looks pretty fantastic. Curly fries and cheese sausage. The next stop is in the food court at Bailey's, where we're going for bacon jam corn bombs. I was really tempted by the pig poppers, which is a bacon wrapped sausage bites. And then I saw this, so I had to go for a champagne jello hot shot for $4. All right, so here are the deep fried bacon jam. And these guys, they're kind of like bacon jam corn hush puppies. Very well presentated. Now, I think I kind of made a mistake with the champagne jello hot shot. The hot is that there are jalapenos in there. I don't like jalapenos. I love champagne, I love jello. Then they went and messed it up with jalapenos, but the bacon jam corn bombs look really good. A brand new booth here for 2021 is Mac Loaded, home to classic mac and cheese. They've got buffalo chicken mac and cheese, and their specialty, the Big Tex Bowl. Brisket, French fried onions, bacon, candied jalapenos, barbecue sauce, chives, and a sweet pickle. That's a dish. That is a dish. Do a great smelling booth over here. Lots of stuff on the grill. Corn, kebabs, onions, sausages, turkey legs. We're now at the fantastically named Vandalist Industries, where they have a lot of tempting stuff. Fried peanut butter and jelly, fried cookie dough, fried chicken parmesan, fried pizza fries. But we went for it, the fried pancakes. So the fried pancakes are tasty, but they're kind of nothing special. They just taste like any other fried dough.
With syrup on them.
The next food stop is the Scrumptious Pie Shake booth, because they have something called Texas Easter eggs, which is a deep fried multiple types of cheese and brisket, and it looks like Easter eggs. So we're gonna give this one a whirl. Really interesting presentation here. So everything on top of the Easter eggs themselves, that is just a ranch that is colored to look in fun flavors. You also got more ranch for dipping here, a chipotle ranch for dipping there. But presentation-wise, this one's fantastic. So probably not the best bang for your buck for $10, but it is very, very tasty.
Very delicious.
So we're right here by the Chevrolet main stage to get the pork shots, which are going to be bacon wrapped pork with mac and cheese inside. I'm hoping they're going to be good. They also have injectable great balls of barbecue, which are deep fried brisket here. That is a good quality bacon. Look at that.
That looks really good.
So just to explain the pork shots a little bit more, there's a really nice thick bacon wrapped around the outside. On the inside is going to be mac and cheese. Then if you take them and turn them over, there's a sausage.
Looks pretty good.
One thing I absolutely love here at the Texas State Fair, the Souvenir Cup, with the year kind of design on the cup itself, and then big text on the topper. And you can refill them at various places around the fair for discounts. You never quite know what you're going to find at the State Fair, but this is wonderful.
Make me feel good about myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, step back, get a full body shot. You make it a picture. If you're doing a video, I don't move much. Let me help you out.
We're now in the arena where they do pig racing. This guy is not racing. But look at the size of that pig.
He weighed 25 pounds, and he was really a champion. He won the title here at the State Fair in Texas.
And then they brought out a little tiny baby pig. He's only 5 pounds. Look at his little tail.
All right, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Here we go. Let's see. You better hurry up now, boy. He's gonna run over you. And get out! Here comes Stella coming to the finish line. Arnold Stackenhauer!
Bit. Thank you very much.
And he's hilarious.
No, all right, fine, whatever. Oh man, this is tough. Guys, I know this probably looks like I'm struggling, but I'm gonna be honest. This actually recently got a lot easier once I started taking them off the horse. Seriously, come on, you try writing a joke about a horseshoe. All right, here goes. I'm gonna finish this one off. Yeah! Okay, you guys can stop clapping now. This isn't about you people anymore. This is about the kid that used to bully me in elementary school. Take that, Samantha! Yeah! There it is, folks.
They have a country roundup puppet show. Getting very solid, like, country bear jamboree vibe from the puppet show. So right now I'm in the Big Tex birthing barn, where what you're seeing there is a chicken try to hatch from the egg. And you can see that there's been a lot of chickens hatched from eggs today, but definitely a cool thing to come and watch. And I'm assuming these guys probably have been hatched at some point during the fair.
Exactly.
Baby chickens are so adorable. They're so fluffy. There's also a whole bunch of little baby sheep. Aww. There's also an area over here where they await baby piglets. Also over here, that will be Mama Cow. And resting oh so peacefully, the baby calf. Oh, it's so cute. And at the fair, you can see the Clydesdales, but not just any Clydesdales. They are the world famous Budweiser Clydesdales. And just some of the most beautiful horses you could ever see. Gigantic, very, very pretty. And they perform the parade.
Some parades.
Some
Not
parades.
every night.
Apparently there's a dog as well. Right here you can see Boris, the championship pig.
He's a big boy.
Yes, he is a boar, the prize pig at the fair, and he is 1,155 pounds. And whatever you do, don't feed him a corn dog. So there's a lot of indoor space here at the fair, and it's dedicated to shopping as well as museum exhibits. So I'm going to show you the highlights of that now. This is a good thing about this. It is air conditioned in here because it's a very hot day. It's probably about 90 degrees, so you can come on in here and cool off and visit all sorts of vendors. Now I'm going to show you any of the highlights that we see now in the indoor areas. Now the Texas State Fair is a giant place, lots and lots of walking, and I guess Mattress Firm has a little exhibit here where you could hang out on some super duper massage chairs. There's a big old screen as well. One of the exhibits in the main museum building is the Tom Lanery Collection, including his trademark suit and hat. Even if you're not interested in the exhibits in the main area, I definitely recommend you come in and check it out because the architecture style is so cool. The main exhibit this year is the 135th anniversary of the fair itself, which is crazy that this has been here for that long. But the building is it's magnificent. It really is. It's so cool. I'm guessing back here is an original Big Tex. Oh, look at that. Look at that antique bumper car with the Big Tex on top. As a big theme park guy, that's really, really neat. I'm guessing they also used to have a wooden coaster here. You know, the State Fair in Washington has a wooden coaster, so, you know, this one, if they wanted to have one, they could probably pull it off. Yep, there we go. The original Big Tex head. He's been saying howdy for 60 years. That's really neat. So there's a large section of the fair dedicated to cars.
Two of you will get one
And
car, and two of you will get two cars.
like some of them have interactive
However
exhibits.
you want to do that.
I like the spinning pickup truck on top of the oil derrick.
Yep, camping.
Celebrating
and then there's
44
two
years of being America's best-selling truck.
There you go, sir. Take those two right there.
Interesting attraction here at the State Fair. They have a Chevrolet test track. similar, I guess, to the ride at Epcot, where you get to like go over bumps and hills.
That's the way to light them up.
Pretty cool photo op over here in the Dodge booth, where you can climb inside the monster truck known as the Raminator for a photo. So one of the buildings, one giant building, is dedicated to nothing but cars. So there's Toyota and Dodge and Ford and stuff in here. Also some of the best air conditioning at the fair. Kind of neat here, you got the special edition Ford F-150 truck, Rocket League edition. So I don't think this is something that they sell, but it's something on display here at the fair. Molly, I don't think we'll be here in 31 minutes to see the next Hank the Robot animatronic show, but quite the animatronic they have here.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Get to see all the inner workings of them. So whether or not you've got anywhere to put it, you can get some free stuff here at the fair. Like Molly.
Sit, go.
I have nowhere to put it.
Nope.
And
except for on your noggin. Molly's sponsored by Ford now.
Nothing to start off.
So every night here at the Texas State Fair, at around 7 to 7:15, they have a parade. And who doesn't enjoy a parade? There's horses and floats that say "Howdy folks" on it. I'm going to show you the highlights of the parade now. There's a Route 66 float. Here's a float with Big Tex himself, and he's being responsible and wearing a mask. This one's kind of neat. There's an ambulance and a fire truck and a lady that probably won some sort of award. They have a Dia de los Muertos float, and that's a pretty neat float. This one I really like. It's got Big Tex on it and a functioning Ferris wheel. All right, for me, this has to be the highlight of the parade. You have the Budweiser Clydesdales in all their regalia, and the beer wagon, complete with a Dalmatian on top. This is so cool. This float's kind of fun. It's a farm with a giant pig and a lady dressed as a bumblebee. The Shriners are an 18-wheeler playing a live band. Here in the Loop, we do love animals, so let's go check out the fair's petting zoo. We're now inside of the petting zoo, and you can see a couple of kangaroos over here, and their pal, an African spur-thighed desert tortoise. He's pretty cool. Look at his face. This is probably in one of my top 10 favorite animals here. They're sleeping right now, but they're African crested porcupines. Their little faces are so cute. Noisy goose in the background. But look at the little baby piggies.
They're very small.
They're so tiny. And they're all sleeping except for the hungry one, who's very hungry. Oh, the gooses are pretty cool. That's a really pretty goose as well. Of course, it wouldn't be a petting farm without some goats, and they have a lot of goats. Even in the inside section, they're little tiny goats. But look how cute this one is. That's a cute goat. These guys are Jacob four-horned sheep. Very interesting looking animal. And here are some ostriches. Beautiful. That is a really, really beautiful ostrich.
Yes.
They are incredibly active. Molly's very upset that they don't want to eat any of her feed.
Yeah, after that one Alabama safari.
Yep, no, I don't
one
think
came in the
car, yeah.
car and
Nope. See, Molly, they eat that man's food. Why won't they eat your food?
Because he knows I'm terrified.
So it's like a large bird section. Right next to the ostriches are emus, and then right next to the emus are some rheas. These are probably the most active animals, I think, in the petting farm. Well, that's a hungry bird. Let's see if any. Oh, he's coming back. No, he's not. See, Molly, that was perfectly gentle.
Oh yes, that's what.
I love animals. These guys are elands here. I would say elands should definitely not be in a 10 by 10 cage. Most of the time when you see these guys in a zoo, they have, you know, lots of 100 yards to roam around. But this one, I'm like, oh, I don't know if this is cool or not. This animal here is a Nagali, native to Asia. The coloring on the hooves is very interesting. Here you have a miniature zebu cattle. Looks like he probably enjoys some scratches. And these guys are cool. Oh. Really like him. Easily the biggest animal here is the native Texas longhorn. That's a big animal. A couple more species of cow over here, including my personal favorite cow, the Scottish Highland. They're the fuzzy ones. Here you can see a big camel and a little tiny camel. He's so much smaller than Mom. A standard petting zoo animal, the llama. Molly, I think that llama might want some food. What do you think?
He has food in his tray.
Oh, yep, he's got plentiful amounts of food. Moving on, right next to the llama is, a baby zebra.
Also, probably needs a lot more room.
Yes, these guys in the eland are, you know, one of those like, oh, I don't feel so hot about this. But again, you know, if you go to the zebra exhibit in the zoo, very, very roomy. These guys might win most fashionable here. The alpacas. Well-groomed alpacas.
Yeah.
With the fuzzy heads and all. Oh, he's got food all over himself. All right, I think I got a new favorite for the day. Look at that little baby donkey. It's so small. Nope. There's actually two little donkeys in here, and then a little miniature pony. If you tuned in to see Molly feeding a fuzzy cow with a shovel, well, you're in luck. These are pretty cool animals. Very fluffy, not very big either. Just a quick update. These guys, they are yaks. Well, if there's one thing me and Molly enjoy at the State Fair, it is the occasional adult beverage. There's no shortage of beer and daiquiris and all sorts of stuff here. We're in the Magnolia Beer Garden, which has all different types of beer. There's some beer over here. There's some beer over there. Looks like a really good selection of like craft beers and fun beers. All right, here's a quick look at some of those taps. Really, really nice selection of beer in this tent. Definitely some stuff I want to come back and try.
Mike might have it.
Especially some of these here. Yeah, Belgian triples are like some of my favorite beers, so I definitely want to try that. Look at this one, it's like a little ice cream cone. Chocolate vanilla strawberry stout, absolutely. A Texas Imperial pineapple. Yeah, there is some good stuff here. Now it's our first beer of the day, so we went for the gimmick beer. And very State Fair, the cotton candy Pilsner.
But it's not sweet. Like,
No.
it tastes really good.
Yeah, like kind of a hint of cotton candy. It's not overpowering at all. Clay's favorite part of the Texas State Fair.
PBR for $3?
$3 PBR. We're drinking a blind lemon hard seltzer for $6. It's really good. And they have other beer for $5 as well. Molly, I think we stumbled upon Kenny's dream car.
Oh yeah, he would steal it if he could.
Absolutely. It's got the wings in the front, a sign that moves,
yeah,
and beer taps in the back of the Yingling truck. More beer booths over here. You got one for Dos Equis.
which I love, like the whole.
Yeah. And then one over here for Heineken 00. So obviously they're non-alcoholic beer, but their cart, I guess e-tuck vehicle with the cooler in the back is so neat. Continuing our beverage tour, we're now doing some crackberry, which is a Bishop cider, and its ingredients include cranberries, blackberries, apples, and crack. Next up on the beer tour, drinking a Shiner raspberry hard seltzer. I love raspberries, so this should be good. Up next, doing a blood orange IPA. from the Texas Ale Project. So I haven't just ate some jalapeno-inspired food. We need to cool off a little bit, and we got a frozen daiquiri here.
And by we ate, you mean you gave me the shot part with the jalapenos.
All right, Molly might have more jalapenos than I do. But hey, they got frozen daiquiris. 12 ounces, $8. They do have a refillable cup as well with discounts that are cheaper. The largest concert stage is the Chevrolet stage, which on the weekends, sometimes they have big name free concerts. So we're checking out. And right behind there, free beer samples here at the Estrella booth. And they also have like upper deck seating for the concerts. Very relaxing over here at the State Fair of Texas Wine Garden. So there's a wine tasting area, there's also craft beer, and an acoustic guitar player. So here's the wine sampling booth. For $3 to $4, you get to try a variety of, like each one's about $3 to $4 for a sample size portion. And they have different windows. So we're at the sparkling wine window. There's also one for reds and whites and fruit. I'm not sure what the fourth one was. So there's a craft beer area in the wine garden, and they serve larger beers, 20-ounce beer. A little bit more expensive. We're drinking a side boob watermelon hard cider and listening to some cool music underneath these colored umbrellas. At the fair park, there is a lagoon, a pretty good sized lake in the middle of it. You could rent one of these swan boats or the mallard duck paddle boats. Something I like over here where the boats can't go. You do have a pond in which you can find some turtles.
Turtle.
Look at those guys hanging out over there.
And some real ducks.
And some real ducks, yeah. So the State Fair of Texas, they do have a gift shop and different like gift trailers. All sorts of things you could buy. Everything from baby bigs to... I really like some of the collectible stuff. Like you can get your own small version of Big Tex or the bobblehead Big Tex. That is pretty neat. Lots and lots of t-shirts, of course. I like the fried food everyday t-shirt. And then you've got like sports balls over here. The merchandise, it's pretty neat. Like that's a very, and I'm sure all this stuff changes up mostly every year. As we hear Mambo number 5 in the background. Oh, look at that State Fair of Texas clock. Oh, and you get your own Big Tex plush or umbrella if it's raining. Some solid merchandise. We're living in some interesting times right now, and if you have yet to get your COVID-19 vaccine, you can do it here at the fair, right behind Big Tex. For our time at the Texas State Fair, I love it. It is such a spectacle. It really feels like an amusement park, a giant amusement park that is open for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks a year. Just awesome. Now, you've never been here before, Molly.
No, it was giant, way bigger than I expected.
Yes, and our feet are feeling it because we walked 11 miles during our time at the fair yesterday.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I would say the highlight for you is probably the food, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
And it was tough too. Like I wish we had more people because there's so many wild and interesting items that we couldn't try just because we didn't have any more room. Did you have a favorite?
The pork shots with the bacon and the mac and cheese and the sausage.
Those were great.
That was really good.
I think for me it was that deep fried chicken Alfredo bomb thing. That was that was pretty awesome. I love the ride selection. I think it's a very interesting selection of fair rides. And it's not like your normal fair rides too. It's not like, there's the scrambler and things like that. Here's another scrambler. It is, really good rides. And if you go on a Tuesday, all the rides are like $3. It's a really, really good deal. And the permanent rides are really interesting too. You know, the log flume and that giant observation tower and the Ferris wheel and things like that.
And that puppet show.
Oh, that puppet show was good stuff.
All the shows and music.
Yeah, lots of entertainment. As fans of the occasional adult beverage, there was good craft beer all over the place, so that was a lot of fun. Definitely recommend the Texas State Fair. If you're heading this way, you got any questions, let us know in the comments section below. We'll do our best to get back to you, and thank you very much for watching this video. If you guys didn't watch videos like this, we couldn't take a random 36-hour trip here to Dallas, so thank you very much.